Welcome back, guys. In this video I'm going to address the difficulty issue when it comes to mining these cryptocurrencies, because if you are like me who's using CoinWars to find out how much money, how much profit we are making, then this video is for you, because that's the site what I'm using. However, I've got a couple issues with that site what I'm going to address today, so without any further ado, let's head over to CoinWars and I can show you what I mean. So here we are at CoinWars. In this example we are going to use the Dash mining calculator, because at the moment Dash is the only contract that I have got with Genesis Mining. Now if you are like me, who's looking at this calculator more than once a day, and I bet you are, what you will find is this difficulty number keeps changing every time you pull this calculator up. You check it in the morning and it will be like 80 grand. You come back later in the afternoon and it will be sitting at 16 or 160 grand. So there's no way you can tell how much money you are going to make that day, never mind how much will you make in the long run, or is there? Well, what you can do is you can click on this thing that says cryptocurrency charts, click on difficulty, and let's scroll down until we find Dash. Well, here we are. Let's click on it. Now this is the difficulty chart for Dash. There's not much going on over here because it's kind of chopping sideways, the highest point being 179,000 and the lowest is, I think it's over here somewhere, 79,000. So a good average would be around 130 grand, but this is only a 1 month chart. So let's zoom out, let's see what it shows to us. It still looks the same. Yes, you can see a little climb or increase over here, but still nothing to worry about. It's still pretty steady, right? But it only goes back for 4 months. You can see it's from January to April, and as you know, the contract that what we've got over at Genesis Mining lasts for 2 years. So I would like to see a bigger chart with more data, because the longer the chart is, the more information you will get about how the market behaves, what is the general feeling about it, and in this case what the difficulty was in previous months or even in previous years. So I thought there must be a chart somewhere that I can look at and get the information that I'm after, and sure there is. I have done a little bit of research and I found this site. It's called bitinfo.com. So I pulled up the difficulty chart for Dash, and this is what it looks like. It's basically the same as we have just looked at the CoinWars, and that's because it has got the same time frame. It goes from January to April as well. But let's see what is going to happen if we zoom out. Now, boom! Look at that. It's definitely not chopping sideways anymore. In fact, you can see a sharp climb starting from July. So I'm like, what is going on over here? This is definitely not the picture what you would get if you are looking at the chart over at CoinWars. So what I have done, I zoomed in on this chart and I calculated the monthly average for each and every month to find out by how much exactly the difficulty went up, and this is what I come up with. Over here you can see the percentage rise of the difficulty on a month-to-month basis, starting from July all the way up to March. As you can see, it fluctuates from month to month, but at least we have got a better understanding about what is going on with the difficulty, and from here we can work out the monthly average, and with the help of that we would be able to project our profits into the future. So the average comes in at 23.88%, meaning that the difficulty on an average went up by 23.88% every month. Now let's see how does it going to affect our profits. In this example we are going to use 1000 megahash worth of mining power over a 2-year time frame. We paid $4,365 for the contract because we have used a promo code giving us 3% discount, otherwise it would be like 4.5. As you can see on the chart, for the first month we would get $428, and from there we would get less and less every month due to the rising difficulty. Keep in mind that in this example we are not going to do any upgrade because that would make the calculation a little bit more complicated, and I want to make it as simple as I can so everybody can understand it, and of course it's much easier for me as well. So after 2 years you would make $2,260, which means that we have lost $2,105. Now before you hit the panic button and start sending messages and emails to Genesis Mining support screaming their head off saying that you want your money back, we need to look at something else, and that is the price of Dash and what it had done in relation to the difficulty. Over here you can see the price action of Dash for the same time frame, again starting from July all the way up to March. You had a couple of bad months and a few good ones, especially towards the end. So let's compare the two together, I mean the difficulty with the price action. The blue line or wave represents the monthly rise in the difficulty, and as you can see we had a couple of months when we were underwater, meaning that the difficulty was rising faster than the price of Dash. But then towards the end we did get compensated or rewarded, because look at what happened in March. The price of Dash went ballistic. It rose by an eye-watering 354%. However, there is only 1 month and we have got a 2-year contract, so we are more interested in the average again. So let's look at what the average was for the time frame, what we have measured. The price of Dash went up by 48.5% for all those months, and the difficulty went up by 23.8%. That means on the average we have gained 24.62% without having to do a single upgrade on our contract. So we got our investment back plus made some nice profit as well. Now, will this be the case for the entire length of the contract? Unfortunately, we don't know, because past performance does not guarantee future gains. But you need to ask yourself a question. Why are you involved with cryptocurrencies? Are you someone who just wants to make a quick dollar here and there? If that's the case, I think you should be buying these coins. If you are like me, who's looking at the bigger picture, that mining is definitely the way to go. Because here's the thing, guys, the numbers what you see next to these coins when you pull up the CoinMarketCap page are peanuts. To me they mean nothing, absolutely nothing. The value of these cryptocurrencies will go through the roof, and in my next video I will talk about it, why I believe that's exactly what's going to happen. So keep an eye on my channel. You know what you need to do. Hit that red button below the video, and I shall see you next time. By the way, guys, I'm doing weekly upgrades on my contract, so if you would like me to use your code, then please check out the video down below in the description link where I explain what you need to do.